Hey, what's up guys? It's Chris here. Today we're going to be working on my all aluminum 5.3 LS I got for Gordon, which you guys met in an earlier video. I actually got this about 45 minutes away. A different city, and actually didn't even find out it was the aluminum block until I got it home. Paid $550 for it. It has 195,000 miles, so hopefully it's still hold up for a little while longer. And today we're going to bust it apart, take the heads off, take the oil pan off. We're going to look at the rod bearings, look at the cylinders, just make sure, you know, nothing's loose. And hopefully just kind of slap it back together and put it in the truck. The truck right now has a 454 in there. It's a dog, and it gets 5 to 6 miles to the gallon. So it's pretty expensive. It's cost me like $60 to drive at this point. So figure we'll put this in there and maybe put a little turbo on it. Well, all these videos I've been seeing on YouTube, everybody turbo LS, and looks pretty fun, so I figured I'll try it. So you guys will get a time lapse of this, and we'll let you know what the damage is as soon as we get it done. So enjoy. What's up guys? Just busted the intake off, and here it is. It's kind of nasty. There's a little dirty under here, but so far I don't see any deal breakers, so we're going to press on and hope for the best. Alright, we just got the valve covers off, so we'll take a look in here, and again, doesn't look too bad. Kind of nasty in there a little bit, but overall I think it looks alright. So we're going to proceed with taking the heads off, and then I'll get back with you guys when we get those off shortly, hopefully. Alright guys, we got the driver's side head off. So here we go. We'll have a look in the cylinders. They all look pretty good. You can still see a little bit of cross hatching in there. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera or not, but more importantly, when I run my finger to where the top of the piston goes, barely feel, just I don't even know if there's a ridge there. So that is good news for 195,000 miles. I'm happy with that. So we're going to keep going, and hopefully the other side checks out like that one. So again, be with you shortly. Got it taken apart, well, as far as we're going to get tonight anyway. A little bit of side-to-side play in the rods, which I heard is somewhat normal, so I got to grab a feeler gauge from the house. And I'll check the clearances out for that, and the same with the bolt here in the front. I forgot that socket at the house, so that's about as far as we can get tonight. We'll probably be back at it tomorrow night maybe. Finish taking this thing apart so I can get this stuff cleaned and you know, check those clearances and hope we're all right. And other than that, that's where we're going to end it, guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, so here we are back with the 5.3. The 5.3 for Gordon. That's James, he just pulled up. That's why I keep looking back. So we got the first rod cap we're gonna take off here. Look at the bearings, just make sure, you know, there's not scored or chewed up, and we'll see what they look like. So you guys can see, but what I see, it doesn't look too bad from here. It's still smooth.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Looks good from here. So we're gonna proceed, get the rest of these off, and then yeah, we'll get back with you, let you know what they look like. Say hi, James.
Good morning, gentlemen.
You're on camera.
How are you? Good.
All right, guys, back here with the aluminum 5.3. We ended up getting all of the pistons and rods out. So we looked at bearings. The bearings looked okay. No scoring, so that's a plus. Got one of the rings off. We'll gap that here in a little bit. Right now, we're getting ready to take the crank out. So took one of those caps out. We got this one out here. You guys can see that. I mean, it looks good to me. I'm still going to replace these bearings, but you know, this isn't going to be an all-out build. So I'm going to replace the bearings, the crank. All the journals feel good from where the rods were on. So far, where we're at, looking at these, everything's checking out. So
hold it up again. This thing just takes forever to focus.
Let's see if it'll.
Yeah, if it will focus. Well, you're probably gonna have to take our word for it. It's good.
Yeah, it looks all right. But we're gonna put new bearings in there anyway, so and we'll send it like that. See what happens. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna press on and get this crank out of here. We just pulled the cam out, threw that in the garbage. We're gonna get a new cam anyway. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep going. We'll be back with you guys in a little bit. So here we are, guys. We're deglazing the cylinder bores. We already did the 4 on the bottom here. These 3 we've done, and I have not done this last one yet, so I'm going to do that real quick and just kind of show you guys at least what I'm doing with the help of my assistant James here. He'll kind of make sure I don't screw this up, but like I said, so far everything's looking good, so we're just going to proceed with that and let you guys watch that. Ready? You sprayed already?
Yeah, I did.
So we spray them with WD-40 on the inside, and then the stones have WD-40 on them as well for the lubrication. So here we go. Trying to keep it a constant speed, a little bit harder, a little bit easier said than done, but do about 20 of them and then take a look. And James will clean it up for us, and then he'll give me the final word. What do you think?
I hit again.
A little more?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little more.
Why are you doing a little more?
You can still see that there's glaze on the cylinders themselves.
Okay. Trying to get all the glaze out in the crosshatch. All right, I think that should do it.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, and there you have it, guys. That's pretty much what I did with all the rest of them. So at this point, we're done with that. We'll go back and double check all these, maybe hit them a couple more times. But other than that, that's that process. So we'll keep plugging along and let you guys in on the next stuff we do.
All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are again with the semi-budget 5.3 build for old Gordon over there.
Turbo 5.3 build.
Right, turbo 5.3 build. So I say semi-budget because I was originally going to kind of get this from the junkyard like everybody does and throw it in. So got it from the junkyard, pulled it apart. The cam bearings were a little bit worn. They were showing copper, so I was like, I figured I probably better replace that, and I was going to gap the rings anyway. So if you take a look right here, we did gap the rings, and we gapped them and set them in the bores, the holes that they're going to go in. So those are good to go. It's a pretty simple process. Just grab the rings, put them in this guy right here, crank it, get your feeler gauge, you know, put them in there, get your feeler gauge to the gap you want. My gap mine's about 28 thousandths.
Any reason you did that?
Yeah, I have always been told, and I read that for boosting to get bigger ring gap because it has higher cylinder pressures, more heat, so the rings could expand and touch. If they touch, they're going to probably bust off the top of the piston. So gap the rings so hopefully they don't touch when it gets hot in there, and make this thing live, because that truck is going to be my daily driver / tow rig, so I really don't want to be doing this again. So right now we are throwing in the main bearings, and we're still kind of cleaning parts. Just clean the crank off. Got the block back cleaned a little bit with the new cam bearings in there, so we might get to that tonight. I kind of doubt it, but we're going to throw the bearings in, the main bearings, drop the crank in, check for the clearance, and make sure it's good to go, make sure it spins, and once, hopefully, when that works out, then we'll proceed and try and get this thing done in the next couple days, and the plan is to have it dropped into the truck in about, what is it, Saturday, Tuesday, about 3 days from now. So we're going to get plugging away, and we'll keep you guys updated on the way.